What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? It's Phoenix here, bringing you guys live on Playing TV. I'm your host, the Five Phoenix, and today, yes, we are doing another Friday Rants in Phoenix. I know it's not Friday. I know it's Monday, but that's what this show is called. The series is called. So I'm pretending it's Friday. I meant to do this on Friday, but I think's happening. Is that an ant? I think there's an ant crawling around. That's nice. That's great. Don't know where it went. So, before we begin, let me rerun all of the follows that have happened offline or when I was streaming on console. We got Perry6582. We got X Lethal XX. We got Owen JD. Karma Killer 21. Cat and C. Smee 45. OMG, it's Curion 66. And Boktai? Boktai? I don't know. Alright, and I think those are all the follows that we have. Dropping frames. I think we were. I think it's okay now. So yes. Anyways, so today we're gonna talk about E3. And again, yes, I know it's not Friday. I'll do this. I'll upload the VOD on Friday to YouTube. That way, it's at least still Friday when I upload it. Anyways, so, like I said, we're gonna talk about E3 today. Especially since E3's are up around the corner, might as well have a rant about it. So, what could Phoenix possibly have to rant about E3? There's definitely a lot of things to talk about. E3 is not the perfect convention, or the perfect event that happens annually. And there's definitely a lot of things to rant about. So, for those of you who don't know, E3, it's this whole big convention that's been happening for a long time. Since, I don't even know. But it's been happening for a long time. But only recently it's been more emphasized, more advertised, and it's been expanding a whole lot. In fact, the first live airing of E3 on televisions was in 2005. Before that, you basically used Game Informer and other gaming news articles or media's platforms, whatever, would give you like magazines and stuff telling you about all the stuff that's going to be happening in that year. But now technology has changed. It's just recently been started streaming it on E3, on Twitch and YouTube, and things have been changing. And with that comes the changes that are inevitable. Hello, Mason. How you doing? I am female, but that's okay. Oh, you know what? I actually meant to do this, but I forgot. Let me add chat box. You don't? Well, that's interesting. I mean, it's only recently been, it's been a thing for a while. It's only recently been advertised as much as it has been. Basically, E3 is this convention where all of the big game publishing studios come together and they present the games that are supposed to be coming out this year or the upcoming year. And most game companies use it as a way to inform people of upcoming projects that are not necessarily going to be released, but are being worked on. But it wasn't E3 hasn't been as popular as it has been for the last, I want to say 3 years, probably. 2015 was probably the biggest E3 event, the one where, Fallout 4 was dropped. But, for the most part, it hasn't been big until 2015, really, when they started really streaming it on Twitch and on YouTube and everywhere else and really promoting it. In fact, in 2015, it's the first time I saw E3. Before that, I didn't watch E3 at all. I didn't even know it was a thing. But in E3, E3 2015, I think was probably arguably the best convention thus far. Thank you for the cheer, Mason. Thank you so much for that 3 cheers. Probably the best. 2015 was probably the best E3 convention, and then after that, it kind of had the you mean the raid organizer role? Yeah. You can just ask a raid organizer to help you out, and you need to provide who the target is so that we can make sure that's an SC member. But other than that, yeah. So far, anyone can host a SC raid, just as long as it doesn't conflict with our own schedule. Because we don't want it to happen too frequently. We don't want raids to happen too frequently, because then people get annoyed at the pings. But yeah, pretty much anyone, as long as you're raiding an SC member, anyone can raid. But yeah, pretty much. Okay, I need water. I really need water. Hang on. Do keep in mind that if it's too late, you might not get a whole party in. majority of SC are members from the UK, so it tends to be really late for them. You are more than welcome to try. But ever since 2015, E3 for the most part has been a huge disappointment. And that's pretty much in all areas. I mean, here's why. USA, yeah. I'm USA too. But unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of people that are from America. I mean, there's a handful, but even then, some of them don't even participate. In raids, I mean. So it's not the amount of games that are showcased that is the problem. Yeah, E3 stands for crap, what does it stand for? Electronic Entertainment Expo. Yep. But it's not the amount of games that's the problem. Every E3 is probably gonna have a handful of great games that are announced. The problem is that most of the games that are showcased are not released. They're either delayed or they were never going to be released that year, or they don't happen because they're canceled or whatever. No face cam today because I had the lights off. I don't really want to turn them on. That's the only reason I'm not using a webcam. You wouldn't be able to see my face. Normally I have a webcam though. There are usually a lot of game trailers and teasers that are put up at E3. Hyped up and everything, a lot of amazing games. But they also lie. They don't always release the games that they say they're going to release. And that's a problem. Because they hype up all these games, top games get hyped up, and it really never happen. And part of the reason is because most of them announce the games way in advance. Like last year, there were quite a number of games that were announced but weren't going to be released until at least 2019. That was last year. And some of them have been already pushed back, I think. Release dates have changed for a lot of them. Now, sometimes the lies are unintentional. Other times, they are fully aware of the lies they tell. For example, alright, see you, Mason. For example, last year, I know, at E3, I'm sure you guys all know, at least for those who watched, EA announced the release of Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2. And that was supposed to be free to play after one purchase. It was supposed to be you buy the game and that's it. You have everything, and that was really great. That was a really great deal. Like, you would actually be able to get the full game at one price. no DLCs, or the DLCs are free and everything and so on. You know, all the multiplayer, single player, expansion packs, all of those are supposed to be free once you have the game, obviously, and available to all owners of the game. Then, after the release, I don't know if it's after the. Is it after the release? No, it was early. Yeah, they announced that they were gonna do. EA announced that they were gonna do loot boxes or loot crates or whatever. Loot boxes, yeah. And so they implemented loot boxes and microtransactions where you purchase extra gear and equipment because some people are too lazy to play the actual game. And you can just buy it with your own money. And it was also calculated that if you were to play the whole game for free, because you could play the whole game for free, but you would have to spend exactly 4,528 hours playing Battlefront 2 multiplayer in order to unlock all contents of the game, which would also cost $2,100 United States dollars. In other words, basically, you either fork over the large amount of money, or you waste your life away with Battlefront, a game that was supposed to be free according to the E3 announcement, and that's not. It's not like it was misheard. That's what they said it was going to be. And I can even pull up the clip. Let me see. Where is it? The E3. Wolfenstein. This is. It was this. Yep. I think it was this anyways. Is this? Here. Here's the clip. Right, just to remind you guys. I'm gonna skip forward though.
With more than 3 times a Star Wars story. We don't want to just relive the movies, we've watched them a million times. What we want to do is have a new and authentic, untold story. A story that delivers new perspectives and enables us to play as some of our favorite Star Wars characters while also introducing new ones. Just like Rogue One tells an essential Star Wars story ahead of A New Hope, Star Wars Battlefront 2 will tell a new Star Wars story that helps bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. It's good. But EA didn't just stop there. We loved the previous Battlefront of 2015, but we wanted more. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is much bigger than the previous title, with more than 3 times the content of the first game.
And
I'm all about
And?
house co-op, and they're bringing it back with the return of skirmish, so I'm going to be cuddling up with someone playing this with us. In multiplayer, there are more heroes, more vehicles, more planet packs, more space battles and starfighter assault, and deeper progression and customization, as well as content from across all
wait for it.
eras.
They'll get to it.
As we know, Star Wars is
Let me skip forward a little bit. I think it's. Is this where she talks about it?
Yoda, Darth Maul, Wookiees, Kylo Ren versus Rey. I watched it. Mom's here yet. So,
Yes, I know it's Monday.
we have even more exciting things for you. In just a moment, YouTube personality ISD, shoutcaster Alex Goldenboy Mendez, and DICE developer Paul Kesslin will showcase Assault on Feed. The world's gonna want to miss this because, like, maybe you've seen some teasers, but this is the real thing, okay? All the bells and whistles, all the newness. But before we take you there, another big Star Wars Battlefront fan has something exciting.
Okay, I want to skip forward to the part where she says it's free.
By Star Wars: The Last Jedi is only the beginning of the additional content coming to this game. All post-launch heroes, maps, weapons, and vehicles will be free for everyone who owns Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Sorry, what was that? Did I say that again? Say that again?
So, the first season, inspired by Star Wars: The Last Jedi, is only the beginning of the additional content coming to this game. All post-launch heroes, maps, weapons, and vehicles will be free for everyone who owns Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Do you want it again? But yeah, this is part of the problem. Yeah, EC is great. They say all these amazing things, but in the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They're not contracted to tell the truth. They're not contracted to anything really. Whatever, it doesn't matter what they say at E3 because it's not necessarily true, as you can tell from that E3 announcement that everything in the game was supposed to be free. Yes, eventually they did get to the point where everything is free, but they still started out with not everything being free. I mean, regardless of what your opinions are about expansion packs or loot boxes and stuff, that's not the point. The point is that they said it was going to be free, and it wasn't. But that's just EA, right? No one expects EA to be honest at their E3 announcements. No one expects EA to be, the most truthful. But it's not just EA. It's pretty much every publisher who tells everyone, they're getting the games that year or the following year, but then the games get pushed back, or they're never released, and sometimes it's not their fault, but sometimes it's like they knew it wasn't going to work out for this year or the following year, and they still promoted it, knowing that it probably wasn't going to end up being what they said they were. And that's the problem. Like, E3 is a great way to hype up amazing games, but it's also a great way for companies, for publishers, to hype up something that will never happen. It's a like, E3 is great in many ways. So many different ways E3 is great. But there's also the side where did I say EA? I meant E3. E3, not EA. There's so many things that are great about E3, but there's also so many flaws with E3. Like, the hype is great and everything. You get to see the trailers, it's so amazing, and that you get to see all these games and everything. But, again, there's no guarantee that they're actually going to happen. On top form last year, dropping The Last of Us 2 teaser. You think it's Nintendo's year? Well, are we talking about only, like, between Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo, or are we talking about overall? like including Bethesda, EA, Square Enix, because I mean last year Bethesda was disappointing, but I don't know. I just have a feeling that Bethesda has something up their sleeves that could possibly give them the win. Now, if you're talking about only between Xbox, Sony, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, yeah. I mean, Sony has a lot of exclusives, but they always do. But I don't think they would have anything really that I don't think Sony has anything that we haven't already heard of. Because well, there's a lot of exclusives that haven't been released yet. So of course they're going to showcase some of those trailers and even gameplay footage. Sony did a lot last year that it wouldn't really make any sense to do more this year, like a whole ton this year. I mean, I guess it could. There's nothing stopping them, but I don't even look at Microsoft anymore. Yeah. I mean, last year I was looking forward to Microsoft simply because of the Xbox One X, because I really wanted it, and I just wanted to clarify like specs and everything and prices, which they did. I always like to see the backwards compatibility games that they are releasing, because Xbox definitely wins with that. Microsoft definitely wins with that. Sony, I actually didn't watch Sony last year. Actually, I haven't watched Sony's at all, or Nintendo's. I usually don't. I usually can't. I usually just watch the highlights, if anything. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, last year I was already kind of disappointed that I didn't really want to watch the rest of them. This year, however, I am going to watch every single one of those conferences, because I will be able to. Well, I think at least most of them, anyways. I think there's one where it might conflict with my schedule. But there's nothing binding about E3. There's no binding contracts at E3. They can see whatever they want, but it doesn't mean it's actually gonna happen. And there's no one specific person to blame. I just noticed the uptime counter at the top of the slabs. That has nothing to do with anything. Like, there's nothing that forces them to do what they say. Yes, people are going to be upset, and they're going to complain that they weren't being truthful, but at the same time, again, E3, there's no promises behind it. I mean, you're trusting the honor of game publishers. Most of them are not developers. Most of these are executives, publishing studios that literally don't care about anything except money. All of them are the same way. Every single publishing studio, all they care about is money. At the end of the day, that is the truth. No matter what they say, all they care about is making money. Doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter if it's Ubisoft, Nintendo, EA, even Bethesda Softworks. There's no secret. They all care about money. They don't care about what fans want. The developers who are there, though, who do appear, like Todd Howard or Hideo Kojima, they obviously care about what the fans want. And when they appear on stages, when they get the developers themselves to appear on stage, then you know it's probably going to be a real deal thing, because they actually care about what the fans think. Publishing studios, when they get their guys up there, they usually don't care. They're just dropping the trailers that they want, and that'll be it. I mean, it's true. I mean, Bethesda is probably the only publishing studio that I know that actually can be reliable when they give their E3s, because they usually don't announce things unless it's actually happening that year, which is also probably why 2017 wasn't as good, because they just didn't have much to show. Whether or not they should have actually went to begin with, well, that's debatable. I mean, I think they were planning on having something big in 2017, but it wasn't ready to showcase, so they didn't showcase it. I do think that, they were missing one thing, so that's what made it so short. But at least you know what you're getting when Bethesda's there. When EA, Nintendo, Ubisoft, Sony, when they announce things, you don't know if it's actually going to happen this year or the next year. It could possibly not happen. Like, for example, A Way Out. That was announced 2015? I think it was announced in the... Thank you. What did you say? I have no idea what you said. They said... That's okay. Thank you for the cheer, blokes. Thank you for stopping by as well. Yeah, I think it was 2015. Was it 2015? I actually don't remember. I think it was 2015. I want to say it's 2015. I know it was definitely a long time ago. Like, I know there's a huge gap between the announcement and the actual release of A Way Out. I mean, that wasn't technically their fault. They did have some complications. But still, and I mean, there's another example, a game that was promised but never delivered. And then you also have things like No Man's Sky, who did technically deliver, just not what they said they were going to deliver. I mean, there's also that. Even when you see the trailers, they're not always going to be what the games themselves are not always going to be what you see in the trailers. I mean, of course, if you're going to sell a game, you're going to want to showcase the best parts of your game and not the worst parts of your game. So, of course, you're probably not going to notice if there's like a flaw or something. That's why I'm more wary when it comes to watching trailers. I'm like, is that really going to be what it looks like, or is it going to be something else? Because there's a chance for everything. And there's a will, there's a way. I mean, it really, really depends. Like, if you guys remember, if you saw it last year, I did Assassin's Creed Origins reaction when that trailer dropped. And I thought it looked amazing. I did. It looked amazing. But I was still questioning, is it actually going to look like that, or is that enhanced? And it was exactly what it looked like. In the actual game, it's exactly what it looked like, and that was amazing. But there's always that question. Well, is it really? You should always have that question. Is it really going to be what is being presented? Is it actually going to be that? Because there's also Telltale games that have been announced and dropped, but they haven't necessarily executed the way that they were shown to be. I mean, E3 is the place. E3 is the place where you definitely learn who is more honest. You definitely learn which developers are trustworthy and which who knows what they're gonna do. It's definitely interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, E3 is a great convention. It's a great way to showcase amazing games, but also at the end of the day, it does not matter what is announced at E3 if nothing is followed through. I mean, every single one of those publishers has lied at some point. Whether it was a soft lie, it was kind of like a small lie or a big lie. They've all lied before. It's no secret. They've all lied. And that's what they do. I mean, they don't have to tell the truth when they're at E3. They do not. They can show whatever they want. They can say or do whatever they want. It doesn't necessarily have to be true. I think maybe EA will be a little bit more careful this year with what they say on stage. But who knows? They technically don't have to. There's definitely a lot of hype that goes around E3. A lot of leaks, a lot of rumors. But one thing you should always know and always keep in mind is that none of the rumors, none of the leaks are true unless they are showcased at E3. For example, Fallout 76 obviously has been leaked, teased and announced, and there's been a lot of rumors about it. But at the end of the day, you don't know until it's actually showcased. And even then, you don't necessarily know. I definitely think the E3 will clarify a few things, because that's what they've been saying. That wait for E3. It's not what you think. But we will see. I think that's pretty much all I want to say anyways. It's been 40 minutes. I don't really know if I have anything else to say. You definitely always be cautious of leaks. I never trust leaks or rumors. I've learned not to. It doesn't matter where it comes from. I mean, sometimes, rumors and leaks can be true. But there's also the sometimes where they're not. And I think it's just better to wait for the official announcement or whatever. And wait for that before you make judgments. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, a game publisher, company can't really control what is leaked. I mean, sometimes they might have someone accidentally leak information just to get a little bit of hype, no tease, but it's not necessarily true. It just gets people excited, because when you do a leak, it doesn't have to be true. It doesn't have to be anything. When you do an announcement, then, you kind of expect it to follow through, but you don't necessarily do follow through. I think we'll play a game. I think that's pretty much it. Again, I'll put this up on YouTube on Friday, just to please everybody, since I know it's not Friday. I know it's not Friday. It's just the series. Just the name of the series. And since I didn't do it when I wanted to on last Friday, I just decided to do it now. Because this coming Friday, we also have E3 happening. So, yeah, I didn't want to have to conflict with that, because EA's is pretty early. EA's press conference is actually coming up pretty early in the day. Let me see. Let me look at the schedule. E3 press conference schedule. Let's see. E3 2018. Well, I don't think it's too early for me. I know, because I know they put it in PST. Let me see. EDT, yeah. 14. That's 14. Okay, that's actually not too bad. That's what? 2? 14 is 2. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. So 2 p.m. Eastern. Well, Eastern Daylight Time. I often say standard, even though I mean daylights. It's whatever the time is. We are in. I always get confused. I know we're in Eastern Daylight Time now. Let's see here. And then Xbox is the following day at 4 p.m. I'm terrible at 24-hour clocks. Yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Bethesda is also on that Sunday at that's 21 is 10? Yeah, 10 Eastern Standard Time, I think. Is it 10? Yeah. Maybe 11. 11:30. 10 or 11:30. No, 11:30 would be 23. I think that's 9:30. I don't know, whatever. Like I said, I'm terrible at 24-hour clocks. Devolver Digital. Square Enix. PC Gaming, PlayStation, Nintendo. So yeah, I mean, I should be able to do most of them. The majority of them. I just need to check one thing. And I'll be having members of SC on the stream as well. We'll be watching it together. Let's see here. I've got one thing on the 11th at 4:45 to about 5. Well, actually to about 6. So let's see. On the 11th, that's 1. So I should be able to do Square Enix. 16. Around 4, yeah. So I won't be able to do Ubisoft, but we can watch. Oh, no. I won't be able to do Ubisoft. 18 is 18 is like 6. Yeah. I might be late for the PC one, but then I should be able to do Sony's. So it's a 21. And then Nintendo's is the last one. Wait, is that? Yeah. So that's when at noon. I don't know if I'm gonna be awake. That's the only thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be awake for Nintendo's. It's at noon. I'll try to be. So yeah, I might miss one, but for the most part, I'll be able to do all of them. The Ubisoft I kind of want to see, but that's okay. I might miss one or two, but we can always watch those. Later. So yeah. What am I gonna do now? I just messed something up. Okay. Let's see. So I'm kind of done with the rant. The ranting part. So, let me see. Let me see what we're gonna do. Let's see, it's 150 right now. Supposed to do a raid at 3:30. Okay. Let me switch to this. No, this. Here's a webcam, but let me turn off that webcam. Actually, I'll turn on the lights. I'll turn on the lights. Yeah, good. Oh. Okay. So, let's see. What should we do? I don't really know. What can we do on the computer? Here. Do so. Under YouTuber's life. We'll do that. Might as well. Let's start a new one. Okay. So let's do something different. Please don't lag. I think I'm good for right now. I'm waiting. Waiting for this thing to happen. Hello? Okay. Apparently not. Apparently it's not going to happen. Hello? Hello? What happened? Hello? 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 Okay, weird. Okay. Let's try this again. Do 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 Wait, something going on? What is going on? Hello? Okay. Let's skip the intro. I don't need it. Okay. Let's be female. Oh no. That works. Do blue hair. And green. I'm doing pink hair. Maybe Oh boy. Well, that works. We can do. We do that. Color. That's not what I want. I'm gonna do blue eyes. Hello, delinquent. How are you? I'm doing well. Just doing some YouTuber's life. Haven't played in a while, so might as well. Yeah, we're not doing that. Let's see. Trying to find a shark that looks good with his hair. You maintaining? Guess that's good. Never looked into it. I'm trying to find something that looks okay with this hair. I don't know if there's anything. I guess we'll go with the blue. Looks fine. Um, yeah, that's fine. All the time that I've been playing it. It's good. I think there are definitely areas where it could be improved, but it's definitely enjoyable. Nice casual game. It's definitely probably one of the better sort of simulators. Oh my gosh. And it's still locked. I think the game's actually technically still in early access, or at least it's still being worked on. There are definitely more things available than it was at the start. But I think there's still things missing that are supposed to be in. Let's go with steep learning curve. Yeah, it doesn't. You can pretty much. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty easy to figure it out. Yeah, there was a lifestyle category, but I guess they removed it for whatever reason. There are a lot more categories available, but I guess they decided not to go that way. Yeah, let's stick with gaming, I think. Yeah, we're gonna stick with gaming. Name. Let's just do a random one. Yeah, it's still being worked on. These are terrible names. What should our YouTuber name be? I want to find something that's not taken. I mean, there's a lot of. I don't know. Let's go with. I'm gaming. Radical game. Oh, let's do. Oh no, you know what? We're gonna do this. The generic name for every single gaming girl XX00. Alright, that's what it is. Girl gamer. And do. We'll just do the XX. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's. We dropping frames? I guess we are. I don't need the tutorial. I'm playing this so many times I don't need the tutorial. I definitely want to go, knowing this game, I want to go shopping. I want to get a different game. Because I know the game that we start out with, I don't really want to play it. Or, oh wait, fine, I'll do the game. Oh, it's not an ant. It's a spider. It's okay. I thought that was an ant. I couldn't see because it was dark. I'm fine. I don't care. Although I probably should get that. I don't know. Yeah, it's a spider. It's fun. I'll get it later. Or not. Yeah, this game is terrible. I'm just gonna sell it. Oh, darn it. Fine. And it's not gonna be good anyways, so. Let me go shopping. Amazing on. Let's try and find a game that's actually doing well. Oh, Half-Life 2. We'll do that. Half-Alive 2, sorry. Let's go study. Keep everything else away. I don't care about them. Some people don't like them. I don't care. It's not like it's like a Black Widow or something. Just a tiny spider. The cake. See, the pie is a lie. Oh, we also have to put the half line 2. Overcame a hard challenge. And do a happy expression. Cutscene. Well, we can only do one. That's all we get for our first video. Ta-da! Actually, we can use soft focus. 3, 1, 4, 1. Okay, that's good. We got a 7. Yeah, because it's the first video. Let's go today again. What? See comments? We got all positive comments. Wow. I wanted to see the comments, so.
Woo!
I want to know what they say. I don't know where did they go? There we go. Oh, nice. 10 likes. Yeah. Cool. The video can improve a lot with good editing. And you've nailed it. Half-Life 2 gameplay videos generate a lot of interest now. Cool. Half-Life 2 is the best game I've ever played. This game is really trending right now. I probably should get a tissue though. Hang on, I'll be right back. I don't care if some other people will. knocked her down. Ugh. I think I got it. We'll find out. Is it still dropping frames? I think I might need to lower the bitrate, but I won't do it now. Yeah, and that's not OBS. It's a bitrate. I tried to raise it up a little bit, but I don't think my computer likes that. Let's go eat. We did our video for the day. It's going back and forth. 24 right now. Yeah, I'm dropping a couple frames. It's not terrible. Here. Let me actually go do this. I'll be right back.